Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. We are back on Glimwood. So, good news and bad news. There used to be something here. It's gone now. I completely tore it down. Was that tree thing you might have seen a couple of my videos? It was a speed build that I did film and it wasn't working. So I am going to be going from scratch, but hopefully you'll be able to get a better idea of what I'm trying to do and hopefully it'll look better. So I do have this little area filled in. This is from the speed build's original recording. I'm leaving this here for now, but I may have to remove it. And then I have gone ahead and stunted a bunch of trees, as you can see. These are full grown, but we've got in all stages. So these ones, these little 2 ones and little tiny ones. And I think that will just give me more variety with this build and make it look a bit better. And hopefully be more what I'm imagining in my head. So basically what I'm doing is I'm making a giant tree that will be for Coco's house, and there'll be one of those ladders, the cliffside ladders that you'll climb up and you'll be able to like jump into a pipe that's in the ground and then be transported into the tree, in quotes, to where her house is. I know that sounds very hard to understand. I've struggled a lot with trying to get my idea out, so hopefully this will go better. So this is take 2. You never saw the first take, so just pretend this is the first one and that I'm perfect. Great, thank you. Bye! Hello everyone, this is VoiceOver Viv, who's going to walk you through these next steps. So the first thing I'm doing here is seeing how far back to put the stretcher, as I want to be able to see it from that lookout. And here I'm just making this big block, and then now I'm going to add a level 2 to that block, and you can make this as big or small as you would like. Just keep in mind that trees are in a 9 square grid system, sorry. So make sure you're keeping that in mind, and you can utilize the cliff tree glitch, which I do utilize in this build. And if you're unfamiliar with it, I will link a tutorial in the description that will go over exactly what you need to do. It is not mine, but it's one that I use all the time. And here I am placing the cave. The cave is going to be sort of the portal to Coco's yard that will be inside the tree, in quotes. And you're going to access that by jumping into a pipe. So I'm just placing down the pipe, and then I realized I needed to add a row, so it was symmetrical on both sides. So here I am adding both the row to the bottom and top levels. And then I'm just making sure I like how this looks, and I'm encasing this pipe so it looks like it's hidden. And then here I am kind of trimming back this cliff because I realized I needed a bit more room, and I do modify this cliff later on, but this is the final structure I have. And then I wanted to put 2 trees this far apart, and you can see me testing, they definitely planted, but I was having a lot of issues getting the tree cliff glitch to work with them being so close. So I ended up having to change it, but here I am doing the cliff tree glitch. It's really fast here, but if you've never done it, it looks really complicated, but once you do it a few times, it becomes pretty much second nature. I do it on almost all of my islands, and I don't even like hesitate about it anymore. But yeah, so here I am trying to knock down this cliff, and you see on like the sides I can do it, but the middle is just not letting me. So I eventually do have to move these trees over, and to compensate to make sure things are filled in, I am going to put a tree in that 3rd hole that I dug in the center. So I'm going to put them on the ledge now, and these work a lot better. As you can see, I still struggled, sorry. The tree cliff glitch, wow, I cannot talk today. The cliff tree glitch can be a bit finicky. So my only advice is to you, if you are trying it out, is to definitely fool around with it and don't give up. But I ended up deciding to put the large cedar sapling or tree sapling, so it's like it's the second to last stage of the tree, so they're a bit smaller than the hardwood, but they have the 3 little like clumps of leaves. And I'm adding 2 full-grown hardwoods in the back. Then I'm adding the cave back in and just checking it out to see how that looks, and I was happy. So now I am trimming away this extra cliff, and as you can see, this is where that cliff tree glitch really is going to come in handy with those front 2 trees. It's going to allow me to have a lot less space up there, which will make the whole build look more concise. And here I am adding some more trees to this area. I decided to go with the full-grown ones. I wanted this to look very full, and felt if I went smaller, it just wouldn't really sit right. And then here I am deciding that I do need some more trees. So I am going to build up this cliff a little bit here and add a very small tree on each side. So here am I doing the glitch again. And I decided to go for these really small trees that are still have like the 2 little bushes on them. I thought those looked really cute. And I just want to mention, I know that I've said that this is a glitch that I'm using. It does not have any negative effects on your game. The only thing is you won't really be able to modify the cliff once you do this. So you'd have to remove the tree fully, and then you could like take down the cliff area if you wanted. But this won't corrupt your game at all. And it's a really popular one that a lot of people do here in the community. And no one's had any negative problems with it. If you do end up knocking too much of the cliff down, or you don't like how it looks, you can just do the request cleanup crew in the Island Designer app, and that will remove the tree and you won't have to worry about it. And I'm using these custom designs with the cutout Standee, is that what it's called? I'll put the link for this custom design down below, but it's originally from a treehouse custom design that I saw. But the trunk looked really cute, so I thought that could help give the illusion that it's a tree. And here I am just filling in with some bushes. These are purposefully out of season. And I'm adding some of the hedge fencing in here too, just to kind of fill up the empty gaps. And here am I realizing I need to move that tree to put the hedge back in. And I continued this hedge fencing just slightly back down the sides. And then up here, I added a few shrubs, as you can see, and then filled in some of the gaps with that hedge fencing again. And it's not super noticeable, but I think it just gives a better look to the build. And I did the same thing on the other side as well. And then added some vines, and here is what it looks like now. And here's the final walkthrough at night, how this island will look in the dream dress. Overall, I'm really happy with this. I think it looks really cute. I think it doesn't look overly complicated. And we're going to ignore that little scorpion in the back. I see you, but hopefully you won't bother us. But yeah, this is what it looks like. I'm really happy with this finally. I'm glad that I redid it. I think it would have always bothered me if I didn't. But yeah, I think this looks really good. And basically, when you saw me climb up that ladder, you'll be able to jump down into that pipe, and that will transport you behind that structure, which is where Coco's house will be. So it'll be like she's living in this tree. And here's a shot from that lookout area that I showed as I was building. But that's kind of what it'll look like when you go across the way. So it looks a little like mountainous and like not really sure what it is, but it's very cool and mysterious. I love that the cave is like glowing from the inside. That's a detail from that item I didn't even realize until I looked at it at night, and I was like, that's so cool. I think it adds so much dimension to the area. And yeah, thank you so much for watching this speed build. I apologize for the lack of videos. This build just took me way longer than I ever imagined. But anyway, if you like this content and want to see more, I'd really appreciate if you like this video and subscribe down below. I am really trying to hit 500 subscribers before my birthday, which is in the end of August. And with that, I will see you in the next one. Bye!